always admired you for how you've handled yourself in all facets of your life. You're a fierce but gracious competitor on the paddle court. You're a brilliant American to fall in love with a beautiful woman from Canada. And I'm sure I speak for everyone in how inspired we all are by how you continue to kick cancer's butt time and time again. Steve Baird, the Hall of Fame Induction Committee, and the APTA Board of Directors for this great honor. I'm truly humbled. My initial attraction to paddle was the strong competition and just playing the game. But what fueled my paddle career was the great relationships I developed through the years. While it would take too much time to thank everyone that had an impact on me, there are a number of people I'd like to recognize. In 1975, in the town of Etobicoke, a suburb of Toronto, my parents were amongst a group of 10 couples that decided to create the first neighborhood paddle facility by putting up 4 courts in the middle of a park. The Kingsway Platform Tennis Club, the Fox Meadow of Canada, was born. I spent a lot of my childhood and teenage years playing and hitting balls on these courts. Thank you to Sarah, Suzanne Lantier, the Daw family, and other friends from Canada for making the trip from up north. It means so much to me. To my Morristown Field Club team and my partner Clay Bibby, you guys are the salt of the earth. It has been such a pleasure playing league with you guys. I love you all. Now I'd like to recognize a few of my paddle partners. First of all, Fritz Odenbeck. Fritz and I played for 5 years and it was awesome. We made 2 national semifinals and had a lot of fun both on and off the court. Fritz is one of my best friends and taught me how to play the game the right way. Compete hard, but always do it with class and sportsmanship. Thanks, bud. Bill Anderson. He is my paddle Michael Jordan. When the stakes were high, he would always play his best. I would take Billy's forehand on Nationals weekend over anyone else's. He was just tough as nails competitor who made us a better team. The 2005 Nationals we played in Pittsburgh included a semifinal war against the defending champions, Goodspeed and Manseger. In the final, Billy and I proceeded to lose the first 9 games. I remember thinking we were going to get double bageled. The worst loss in national finals history, a record no one could erase. But then we got the first game and we relaxed and ended up winning in a crazy comeback. It is always amazing the ebbs and flows of platform tennis. Billy and I had a great partnership, and I felt like we had at least one more national championship in us. But 2 seasons later, Billy injured his back playing in Chicago, and he had to stop competing. The partnership ended way too soon, but it was a lot of fun along the way. Now, Mark Parsons. He will be the next Canadian in the Hall of Fame. Partnership was a whirlwind. The year we won the Nationals, we lost 6-0, 6-0 to start the season. We struggled most of the year and went into the Nationals as the 10th seed. Other than me starting extremely nervous and volleying balls into the side screen in the first round, we went through the Nationals without losing a set. To win the Nationals that year was truly special. Mark is a great partner and a better person. But if I'm going to use superlatives to describe him, nothing is better than his 2-handed backhand. Now a couple of old guys. Scott Estes. mentor, we significantly bring up the average age. I still love competing with you against these kids and having time to hang out with you during the season. Scott and I have also had success in the 45 Nationals, being able to capture three titles. Thanks, Scott. It's been fun. Jeff Morneau and I were able to win the 45s my first year of eligibility. The year we played, my confidence in my game was very low, and he was great at keeping things light on the court, motivating me, and making sure I was in the best position to succeed. He is a great partner. Thanks, Jeff. Before I acknowledge the next person, let me say the old category I referenced is officially finished with Estes and Morneau. Because the next person would kick my butt if I suggested she was old. My mixed partner and life partner, the infamous Carrie Del Monaco. Together, we've been able to win 3 husband and wife nationals and 1 regular mixed nationals. In the mixed nationals we won, when she served, we would talk before each point to determine whether I was going to poach at the net. When we were playing in the semifinals, it was the second set, the key 7th game, and it was at in, and I said, "Carrie, I am staying." Well, she served down the tee, and I changed my mind. And decided to cross, and our opponent hit the ball down my line for a win. After a number of expletives from my partner, I mean words of loving support, we rallied back to gain another add-in. And I said to Carrie, "I'm staying." Carrie, in her most supportive tone, said, "Well, are you staying going or staying?" Carrie is indeed a fierce competitor, but also a great wife and an amazing mother. I love you, bud. To my girls, Cindy, Milbury, Sally, I love you guys. My U.S. family, the Yukos, who have always been there for me and my family, thank you, and I love you. Speaking of family, to my daughter Riley, you are the best thing that ever happened to me, and there is nothing more rewarding than being your father. Mom, thanks for always supporting me, being a great friend, and for being my rock. To my brothers, Dan and Paul, thanks for always being great competition in Toronto, and for being great uncles and great friends. Last but not least, my dad. When I think of the Nationals, my most powerful memories are prior to 2001. Every year, a week or two before the Nationals, I used to get up with my dad at 5:30 in the morning and go practice. The last time I was on the court with my dad, I was 31. Although you might think I was about 10 when you hear this story. It is our last practice session before the Nationals, and my dad feeds me a forehand, and I miss it badly, and it hits the screen on the fly. I was extremely frustrated, so I take the next ball and I hit it out of the court. My dad says, "Come on, Michael." Still angry, I take the next ball and fire it out of the court again. He stops and says, "Michael, don't worry, your forehand is coming." I scream back at him, "My friggin' forehand has been coming for 30 years. Well, Dad, I never really got the forehand, but we did all right. I love you, and I hope you and Reed are proud. Thank you again to everyone. I'm so humbled by this honor. I feel much love for you all. Thank you."